Hmm. A very good afternoon, everyone. The holy month of Ramadan is near us, and we want to make the best of it. So, to make the best of Ramadan, it is important that we have our physical health and strength with us. So, yesterday, when we conducted a live, we talked about how eating healthy during Ramadan can help us stay healthy throughout the month. Today, we will be talking about how staying active and maintaining a physical strength can help us go active and stay fit during the month of Ramadan. So for this today, we have Dr. Alifiya Palitanawala, a senior physiotherapist with us. Thank you, Dr. Alifiya, for joining us today. Over to you now.
Thank you so much, Fatima Ben. Very good afternoon, everyone. Hi. Okay, so today's live is all about staying active during the holy month of Ramadan. We'll be discussing few tips, few exercises, and what to be done, what not to be done as a part of staying healthy and staying active during Ramadan. Okay, we'll be covering three major components of exercises, in which I'll be discussing about the workout sessions for the people who are actively involved in the workout and who are regularly going for the gymming for weight loss things, etc. How they have to modify their workout sessions and their gymming activities during Ramadan. Second thing, we'll be discussing about the basic conditioning exercises, which involves normal ROM exercises, range of motion exercises for each and every joint of our body. Okay, and the stretches as well, which are a very important part and a very important component which needs to be done regularly during Ramadan. Okay, and the third thing we'll be discussing is about the aches and pains and muscular problems who the people are having, who people are already suffering from, and the existing pains, how to cope up with those pains and with those problems during Ramadan. Okay, so we'll be starting with the workout thing first. Now, for the people who are regularly involved in workouts, who are doing heavy intensity workouts regularly throughout the year, or who are indulged in gymming regularly, or who are going for weight loss things, for them it is a big challenge because they are usually confused about how we have to continue about regarding our workouts during the month of Ramzan while we are fasting. Okay, so what you can do during Ramadan is you can shift your heavy intensity workouts to mild to moderate intensity workouts. Okay, heavy intensity workout is not recommended while you are fasting. No heavy intensity exercises are recommended while you are fasting, basically. There are many reasons which are related to those things. Mainly, if you are doing heavy intensity workout while you are fasting, when your body is already depleted, and when you are dehydrating, the main reason is your body gets dehydrated while you are fasting. So, being hydrated and having plenty of fluids is very important while you're going for heavy intensity workouts. So what you can do is you can shift your workouts to moderate intensity, like you can go for a walk, you can go for a jog, you can go for a slow cycling, you can even continue with swimming as a part of aerobic and cardio, which could be done for 15 to 20 minutes around. This you can do even while you're fasting, even in the daytime, if it is comfortable for you. And if it is not comfortable, you can shift it after the iftar at night. Okay, that would be more convenient, and that is more advisable to shift your workouts and your exercises after iftar, as your body regains that stamina, and then you had already plenty of fluids to cope up with the dehydration too. Okay, so walk, slow jogging, slow cycling, swimming, and strength training. These are all the things that you can continue during the month of Ramadan if you are already doing any workouts or if you are already involved in weight loss or gymming. Strength training is a very important component which I would like to highlight over here. Many people are really confused when they are going to gym that can we continue with this resisted exercises which they are doing with weights during the month of Ramadan. Yes, it is actually recommended. Strength training is recommended for each and every individual while fasting, because while fasting, the major thing that happens to our body is your muscle mass gets lost because of the fasting process of 30 days. So to maintain that muscle mass, to maintain that normal strength of the muscle, it is very important that you need to go for strength training of your muscles during the month of Ramadan. Now, how much resistance and how much weight you have to use depends on your RM and your endurance thing. If you are already a strength trainer, if you are already doing with weights, then you can continue with the same amount of weight, or you can reduce it to 0.5 or 1 kg around. And if you are just a beginner, if you have never done any resisted exercises, if you have never done strength training, but only for this month or only for the idea of doing it during Ramadan you are doing, then you can start with half kg or 1 kg of the weights. For each and every muscle, half kg and 1 kg would be perfect, and it is completely recommended for each and every healthy individuals. If they are not having any pains, if they are not having any other existing problems or any joint problems they are suffering with. Okay.
So, Dr. Alifiya, people who are not exercising as such, now as you suggested that people who regularly work out, for them, they can continue doing exercises during the month of Ramadan. But now people who are not involved in regular exercises, so is working out or doing little exercises during Ramadan is recommended, and what kind of exercises can they do?
Yes. Even if you are not doing any sort of exercises, even if you are not involved in any workouts, even then you can do certain basic conditioning exercises. As I already mentioned, that strength training and stretches are very important, which should be done specifically during the month of Ramadan. Okay, it is highly recommended. You can do those basic conditioning exercises, which we normally term as normal joint range of motion exercises, which involves basic movements of each and every of your joints in the body, through which you can continue your smooth prayers and the activities which are actually demanding during the month of Ramadan. So and even strength training can be done with the individuals who have not involved with any other exercises. They can start with half kg, or they can start even with 1 kg after the advice of their physiotherapist or the doctor. And it can even be done under the supervision of a therapist, just to make sure that they are doing it in a correct manner. Okay.
Now, so what will be the intensity of workouts? For people who are starting afresh and for people who already are working out. So, what should be the intensity as well as the repetition or frequency of exercising during Ramadan?
Yeah. See, moderate intensity workout, if you're just a beginner and if you're thinking of just going for a walk or a jog or a slow cycle or swimming, during the month of Ramadan, you can do it till max 15 minutes. Okay, and that is I'm talking after iftar if you are doing. Generally, I would not recommend you to do this moderate intensity things while fasting during the daytime. It is mostly recommended either after iftar or either before the sihori. After in between, usually it is not recommended. Other basic conditioning and strength training you can do. Now the repetition would be, if you are starting, then you have to start with 10 repetitions. Okay, at a stretch you have to do 10 repetitions, and you can repeat the same set of exercises for twice a day. You can do it once during your daytime while you're already fasting, and the other set of exercises could be repeated after even iftar, if it is comfortable for you. But for once a day, it is recommended. Time depends on your stamina and the fitness level of your body. But yeah, it can be done while even you are fasting during the daytime. The basic conditioning exercises, joint range of motion exercises, stretches, and strength training. All these exercises could be done even while you are fasting. But on the contrary, walking, jogging, and other moderate to heavy intensity workouts are not advised while you are fasting. It is only recommended after iftar or before sihori.
Definitely, we don't want people to have other complications, right?
Just collapse while working, and the major risks which are involved with heavy intensity workouts while fasting is sudden drop in blood pressure, which is usually observed in many of the clients who go for heavy intensity workouts. Okay, your BP suddenly drops because of weakness, because of loss of muscle mass. Even your rate of metabolism decreases while you are fasting. So that is one of the major reasons.
And loss
And
of like also because of dehydration.
because as I already mentioned, that your body is already dehydrated while you are fasting. So that is a very major component which leads to more of weakness rather than improving your stamina and your fitness level. And your body tends to become more weak. So it is not at all advised. Okay. Now, the second thing I'm talking about are basic conditioning exercises, basic joint range of motion exercises that you need to do while you are fasting. Okay, now these exercises are very important because if you are doing these exercises, it ensures that you do your normal prayers. જે આપણે નમાઝ પડવાનું હોય છે, કુરાનની તિલાવત કરવાની હોય છે during Ramadan. So all these things needs proper elasticity, proper strength of your muscles. So this, I would recommend each and every viewers and each and every normal healthy individuals to do all this joint range of motion exercises for 10 repetitions and stretches for 5 repetitions. Okay, you have to start with the active range of motion exercises followed by stretches every day, which would be around 15 to 20 minutes of your exercise session. Now, certain exercises I'll be showing here, which can be done like upper limb and neck exercises, and other lower limb exercises will be posting in our page soon with the stretches which you have to follow during the month of Ramadan. Okay, now if you are starting with the neck, then general ROM is just moving your neck up and down. Okay, you just have to move your neck up and down for 10 repetitions. The next would be moving your neck from side to side, right to left. And the third is moving your neck from side flexion. Okay, you just have to do all these 3 set of exercises for 10 repetitions. And for shoulder, if you are talking, then shoulder shrugs. This is a very relaxing and a very important exercise for the strength of your neck and the shoulder muscles. You just have to move your shoulders up and down, up and down. Then you can continue with the pectorals, where you just have to stretch your hands back. Okay, shoulder rolls. You just have to move your shoulders in circular motion in both the directions, clock and anti-clockwise, each for 10 repetitions. And then general finger exercises, which you can even do with the smiley ball if it is available at home, or you can just have a napkin or any soft towel which you can just press with your fingers. This even improves your circulation. This is not only for the active range, but pressing your fingers and releasing even improves your upper limb circulation and lymphatic drainage too. So the people who are having the problems of stiffness in the fingers, swelling in the fingers while they wake up in the morning, it is very much advisable for them. And then you can, holding the ball, you can even flex your elbow and you can stretch it, flex your elbow and stretch it. This you have to do while holding the smiley ball in your hand. This also improves the circulation and lymphatic drainage. These are certain basic exercises that I've shown, but yeah, sure, we'll be posting each and every exercises in our Instagram page soon, okay, which you can follow during the month of Ramadan. And then stretches are very important. Again, I'm saying because what happens, your muscles tend to get tight during the month of Ramadan and even in your regular activities because of the loss in the month of Ramadan, specifically while we are fasting. The muscle fibers get weak, and because of that weakness, they lose their normal elasticity. They lose their normal elasticity, and because of that, it tends to become tight. And the other reason for the muscles to become tight is prolonged positions, prolonged postures that we have to જે કરવાનું હોય છે આપણે prolonged positions હોય છે નમાઝના time પર, and even during the tilawat of Quran, which we do for longer period of time. Whenever stretches karwo is very important. Starting with the neck, you can just stretch your neck by pulling like this, and each and every stretch while you're doing, you have to hold for minimum 10 seconds and maximum you can hold it for 30 seconds. You just have to keep on counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and you just have to release your neck. This you can repeat for 5 times. Stretches can be done for 5 repetitions at a stretch. You can then again repeat the whole set twice in a day, but a gap of 3 to 4 hours is recommended between the 2 set of exercises. And in the same way, we'll be posting the stretches page even in our stretches also in our Instagram page, which you can follow. Okay.
Now, Dr. Alifiya, I wanted to know, are there any certain kind of people or certain special conditions in which exercising during Ramadan is contraindicated? Like, આ લોકોને તો exercise કરવી જ ના જોવે એમ રમઝાનના અંદર.
Yeah. Yeah, there are certain group of people and there are certain medical conditions કે જેમાં આપણે advice નહીં કરતા patients ને કે તમે during Ramadan, especially if they are fasting. If they are not fasting, it's altogether a different matter. બટ જે લોકો રોઝા બી કરે છે એ લોકોના સર્ટિન કન્ડિશન્સ, એમાં few conditions are if they are highly diabetic, જેનું બ્લડ શુગર કંટ્રોલમાં ના રહેતું હોય રેગ્યુલરલી, ઇવન if they are on medications, it is not recommended for them to do any form of exercises while fasting. After iftar, it depends on their own body, their condition. They can go for the exercises after iftar, but while fasting, it is not recommended. People who have a problem of blood pressure में जगह एकदम fluctuations रहता हुआ है, high BP as well as low BP, both the types of people, even for them it is not recommended to exercise while fasting. The third thing is geriatric age group of people who are above 60 and they're fasting and they're already having certain secondary medical conditions, any recent surgeries or any joint pains or muscular problems or degenerative changes in their body. They should not do any exercises on their own. For them, it is recommended that you do it under the supervision of your physiotherapist or after the advice of your doctor. You should not start any form of exercises on your own if you're having any other joint pains or muscular pains or any other secondary medical condition. Okay, and yes, if they're having any breathing problems, like the patients are asthmatic, especially, even for them, it is not recommended to exercise while fasting. Okay, because anytime you exercise, it is very important that your breathing should remain in a rhythm. The breathing should be rhythmical, and even the breath rate increases while exercising. So, while fasting, it is not recommended for the asthmatic patient to exercise without any supervision or without the supervision or consent of the doctors or physiotherapist. Okay.
Dr. Alifiya, I know now it's like mostly approximately 10 days before Ramzan, right? And
Yeah.
mostly people have knee aches, knee pains, leg pains, and especially knee pain तो घणो frequent है. आपने भी 30 days रोजा करिए છે, नमाज पढ़े છે तो अपना भी थोड़ा knee में pain આવી છે. So what should we do at that time? Like what can be the palliative care we can do at home, or what can you suggest people should go do for that?
Yeah, see, now if you're already having aches and pains, like Fatima bin said, that you are suffering from knee pain, you are suffering from existing back pain, or you are suffering from any other condition, like, for example, frozen shoulder, ankle pain, heel pain. So, the very important myth that I want to clear today is there are many people who believe that we cannot go for physiotherapy while we are fasting. We have many patients who come and ask us that Ramazan ma કેમ કરાવશું નહીં થાય physio, machines નહીં લગાવી શકાય. That is a myth. You can continue with physiotherapy during Ramadan even. And you can take all the electrotherapy modalities. You can continue with your normal treatment protocol, which you have been doing before, even during the month of Ramadan, except a few machines that includes gel application. Okay, those are only few machines that are not that is not to be given during fasting. Otherwise, you can continue with your normal treatment to cope up with your joint problems or your aches and pains. And the other thing is you can already visit us before Ramadan if you're suffering from any type of pain or any type of problems, and we'll set the whole strengthening protocol, the whole strengthening exercises for your existing pain. Like if you're having back pain, we'll be showing you the core and back strengthening exercises, which you can continue at home for twice a day. The same goes for knee pain, the same goes for shoulder or any other joint pain you have. And in a sathe, what you can do is you can go for ice and heat application, which is very helpful to combat any type of pain. And that is completely, you can do at any time of the day, and it is very relaxing to combat any type of the joint and muscular pains. But again, you have to ask your physiotherapist or your orthopedic doctor regarding what is preferable and what is beneficial for you according to the type of pain and according to the type of problem you have, whether you have to go for ice application or you have to go for hot application. Yeah, because every conditions are different, and in every conditions different things are recommended and different modalities are recommended. But if you are having major intensity of pain, then I would recommend to continue with your physiotherapy treatment. If you are already undergoing the treatment before Ramadan, then you can surely continue with the treatment even during the Ramadan days, which would ensure or which would make sure that you can carry out your normal activities in a very smooth manner. Next thing that you have to take care is you have to maintain proper precautions that are advised to you by your therapist or by your orthopedic doctor. Now, for example, people with back pain, if it is being advised to you that you are not allowed to pray namaz in normal position and you have to use a certain height of a stool or a chair, then make sure that you follow that precaution throughout your Ramadan so that your pain doesn't get worse or it doesn't give much of stress to that part which is already under problem, which is already damaged. The same goes for the knee pains. If you are advised by your doctor that you have to pray namaz using the chair, make sure you use chair while praying namaz, and you don't decide for yourself that okay, have fine થઈ ગયું છે, હવે દુખાવો નથી ને, I don't have any pain, so I can pray namaz normally. And then after 3 or 4 days, patient again turns up to us, okay, the knee again started paining, and when we take the history, we come to know that okay, because of the improper activities that you started doing, it again started giving more stress on your joints. So follow proper precautions, which is being advised to you by your therapist or by your doctors. Okay, that is very important. The other important thing is follow proper posture. Posture is again very important in anything you are doing, any activity you are doing, especially while you are reciting Quran or while you are reciting any dua. It is very important that you maintain proper sitting postures. Sitting posture एकदम proper alignment में हो जाए. If you are continuously reciting Quran, keeping your head down for half an hour or 1 hour, definitely it is going to give stress to your neck muscles and it is going to lead to the muscle spasms. Okay, so make sure that while you're reciting Quran or while you're reciting any duas or even while you're sitting in the namaz position, your chin should always be at an angle to the screen or at an angle to the sipari or hafti that you are using. It should be at this level. It should not be at a level where you have to bend your neck down. Okay, your hands should be well supported. You have to keep the stacks of pillows, or you can use the stool, or you can use a lower height of table where you can place your Quran, you can place your Sipari, so that even your hands are at a comfortable resting position. Back should be well supported using the pillow or cushion from neck till your low back. Okay, so postures are very important in anything you are doing. Similar goes even for the namaz and for every other activities that we are doing. If you are maintaining proper postures, then there are very less chances that you will end up with any irregular spasms or any unusual pains. Okay.
Dr. Alifiya, I think posture is a very big issue these days, irrespective of what you're doing. So, are there any targeted exercises in physiotherapy or any protocols that can help correct your posture?
Yeah, there are definitely postural corrective exercises, which if there is an impaired posture or if you're not able to, then you have to balance your muscles, and there are the set of strengthening exercises which we normally term as core exercises. Core exercise strengthening karvu padે છે for maintaining proper posture and again bringing it to the normal alignment that is already misplaced, and balancing the muscles. Balance આખું improper થઈ જાય છે. Usually the posture gets impaired when your muscular balances goes improper. When certain muscles goes tight and certain muscles goes weak. So that balancing is very important. But for that, it is very important that you have to do it under the supervision of your therapist. It is difficult that you can, continue with postural corrective exercises only at home without any recommendations or without the suggestion of your therapist. So for certain sessions, it is important that you go to the therapist and you learn proper corrective exercises, and then there are progressions to it as well. There are phases and there are stages of exercises which needs to be done, and it has to be done for a longer period of time too.
Thank you, Dr. Alifiya. The session was very insightful. We learned a lot of things. હવે દુખે aches and pains થાય એના પહેલા prevention કરવું is a wiser thing.
Yeah.
So maybe I think we will make sure that we start. If we are not working out, we'll start working out. હમણાં શરૂ કરી દઈએ અને રમઝાનમાં continue કરીએ.
Yeah, one more thing I would like to add upon is maybe you had already talked about, it was a very nice session for the women yesterday, but supplements are a very important aspect even while Ramadan. If you're already taking, then you please continue taking your supplements even in the month of Ramadan, and if you're not taking, then I would advise that you start up, especially for the people who are above 50. for them it is very important that you continue with certain supplements during the month of Ramadan, as there are chances of going for calcium deficiency and vitamin deficiencies in your body while you are fasting. So supplements are highly recommended. You can get it prescribed through your physician or through your any family doctors, but you can definitely take calcium and multivitamin supplements during the month of Ramadan, which will even help you to eliminate certain muscular pains and joint pains.
Definitely. But again, we will tell all our viewers that if you start with supplementation, please consult your doctor or somebody experienced in deciding the dosage as well as the type of medication you should go for, so that it doesn't interfere with your existing medication. So that is one important thing. So I think it is wise, that we go for an overall health checkup or a consultation with the doctor or a physiotherapist before the month starts.
For about 45 to 50, it is recommended that you go for a certain a basic health checkup before the month of Ramadan, so that just to ensure that you are doing well and to cope up with any other problems you have.
Exactly, and there are no unwanted complications. Ramadan में बचवा unnecessary complications से बीमार ना थी जाए, तो अपनी मन fine से निकली जाए.
Yeah, and that we even have a special night OPD during the month of Ramadan, which we conduct every year, especially for the people who are not able to continue with the treatments during fasting for some or other reasons. So we have our night OPD open throughout the month of Ramadan, which would be tentatively from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, so anytime we are always there to treat your problems with a prior appointment. We'll be having our night OPD during the month of Ramadan with the experienced physiotherapist there. Okay.
So that is a wonderful initiative. And thank you, Dr. Alifiya, for all the information, valuable knowledge you shared with us today. And for everyone who have joined us late, the recording will be saved on our page, as well as we'll be posting the photos and all the information Dr. Alifiya shared with us in the form of post. So follow our page at Burhani Hospital Surat and watch out this page for all the updates before and during the month of Ramadan. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. May we be blessed with the healthy and health and fitness during the month of Ramadan. Best of health and fitness during the month of Ramadan. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. And you can even post your queries and doubts in the comment section, or you can DM us and we'll be reaching out to you soon. Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Fatima, once again.
Same to you. Bye.